And we're back for the second part of this session. As we... it was requested among the players that we pick back our little traditions of those GDD type-ish questions. And so, questions for this session for my players is, what would have been your character's favorite childhood toy? Let's start with Anna.
Anna's was a combination of toy magic wand and magic hat. So the hat would emit some lights, and the wand would actually, when doing some appropriate movements, emit some sparks or a beam, or sometimes just a little ball that rolls on the ground.
You can definitely understand that was a training wand for wizards, right? From your mother?
Yeah, but she used it everywhere.
Plum, how about you?
It's actually a wooden toy with a wooden man holding a bar with a little red coat with a little mustache, and when you crank it, it actually does a pull-up at the same time. And every time it does a pull-up, you just hear, "The heart is the strongest muscle," and then it goes back down. And you see, and that's like the favorite toy from Plum.
Was that maybe your grandfather's voice?
Exactly.
Okay, I like it. Tavaren.
Tavaren's favorite childhood toy was a Zephyr. A little western wind.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. I see where this is going. Mysterious man. How about you, Ysdred?
So Ysdred never had any real toys. But she got a gift from her friend Salora. And one day she offered her a grooming kit from for her horse. That was magical and allowed her to add either luster or color to Nixie. And she had great fun with that.
So basically a prestidigitation brush.
Yes.
Oh, did Nixie enjoy the chaos?
Sometimes.
The color chaos?
Sometimes, depending on the color.
I can imagine Ysdred's mother's face the first time she came up onto Nixie with a purple mane.
But mother, it's war paint. I like those answers. Thank you. Right. Anyways, let's move back to the carnival, shall we? As you step out from the snail racing and move north towards, first you have a sort of a little little shops on either side, and you come now to the actual Hall of Illusions. But what catches your eye before the hall is actually just above it. You can see it on the map. It's a sort of a crystal clear cabinet.
Oh yeah.
And I should have a description for this. Actually, you know what? Let's turn down the music to something a bit.
Oh, it's the Zoltar.
Well.
Hey, Zoltars are amazing. I love them too much.
It's a fairy Zoltar.
No, I don't like this one. Let's go for it. There you go. So as you approach, you see there is a wooden mannequin of a grinning, raven-haired young woman in a witch's attire. A green, flowing cape that hovers all inside this glass cabinet. At the top of the cabinet, a sign reads, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter.
Oh,
A halfling
That's-
couple holds hands as they approach the glass cabinet. One of the halflings is wearing a butterfly face paint, and as you're sort of moving closer, you see the pair stop in front of the not too far away from the cabinet, as he drops to one knee and pulls a small box from his pocket. His sweet, as he pulls it out, goes up to show it. His sweetheart, also in her sort of finest and very sort of multicolored kind of ruffled clothing, ruffled dress, starts bursting into laughter. A laughter that goes on to the point where she's now sort of falls doubling over and starts rolling around in the grass.
Hideous.
The halfling in the face paint, the one with the box, begins sobbing, dropping the box to the ground, and runs into the Hall of Illusions without even getting his ticket punched, much to the dismay to the black and white man sitting at the top, sort of reaching out, but without a word, just lets the sort of tries to block the halfling going in, but just without a word, just moves it in.
Is that a mortal's custom? I don't get it.
Anna is gonna race towards the halfling that's giggling on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And check on her and trying to get her outside of the box's influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you please make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yes.
I was gonna say, like, I would like to do an Arcana check.
That's a 13.
13. You can as you come into the influence, you can just feel the enchantment radiating as you feel your chest sort of that hiccup as the laugh starts to try, but you manage to sort of keep it down just barely enough as you pull the young woman away from the box. The laughter sort of dies down very sort of immediately, as she sort of, her head sort of darts up and goes, "Where is he? Where did he go? It wasn't me."
I know. Calm down. We're gonna help you.
Hall of Illusions, quick!
He's in the Hall of Illusions. Let's make something out of this.
By the way, I will say as this happens, I believe that gods, where did it go? I think I think that the idea is that you feel the
mood shift.
The mood shift back down.
Oh no.
Plum is also going to point to the box that the halfling dropped. Maybe take the little box also that the other one was present.
Are you going in to grab it?
I'm just pointing to it. I don't trust it.
Okay.
I'm sort of going like that. I'll point it out to the lady, but if she doesn't grab it, I will.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna quickly send my mage hand inside, grab it, and
it's outside. It would have been outside the influence anyways, but yeah. Okay.
Ysdred is pulling on Plum's sleeve. What is going on?
Right. So, sometimes when people are knowing each other for a very long time, well, they want to profess their love to each other in the same way. And that can come in many forms. For example, and he turns a bit, lowers his voice. sometimes you go on one knee and you want to be connected in the love and want to get married, for example.
Is that some kind of mating ritual?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, that's bad.
Yes and no.
In the
What you mean?
meantime, Anna, the young woman who would introduce herself as Ween Sundapple, is now calling out for sort of out just at the entrance of the Hall of Illusions, calling out, Reuben, please come out, Reuben.
Oh, wait. I want to wait, let me I will chase after her. And so let's see. I need to know if this is. I need to know if this is going to be detecting a creature or a perception check to find Reuben.
To find Reuben? Oh, it's going to be going inside.
Yes, but I will go inside. I would like to help her.
Okay. She's not going inside. She's not going inside. She's calling out from outside. You most likely. I think she turns to you and says, please. She takes out a ticket, and you can see that all 8 of the stubs have been sort of all. So she can't go in, unfortunately.
Romance is in the balance here.
True, but
Tavaren needs to go inside.
Okay, Tavaren. Yeah, no, okay, you're going.
I'll go also.
As you,
Yeah.
all of you,
Yeah, Ysdred is
Anna,
just gonna.
you're mute.
Yeah, I think Anna's gonna go inside as well, while telling her I'm gonna put the box with the ring in her hands, and tell her, wait here, we're bringing him back.
Please, right.
And
As you,
Ysdred is gonna call for the person managing him. She's in your custody
Well,
until we come out.
so as you turn, as the 4 of you turn, very heroically say, "We're going in to get him." Turn around and you find this monochromatic man, wiry in his form. It looks like as all of the color had been sifted away from him. Let me show you Candlefoot.
Even better.
oh,
Right.
Buddy.
So as you get to the Hall of Illusions, right? So here's a description. The large tent is painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of color. The helical stripes of the tent's pointed canopies rotate in spirals, and the whole display seems designed to befuddle onlookers. As your eyes try to gaze at one part, you find it being the gaze mostly moves around the tent and cloth. A clown dressed in muted garb stands at the front entrance, blinking at you. Yeah. So he looks like all the color that would have leached out of his skin, hair, eyes, and apparel, giving sort of a strange monochromatic look. And as he stands before you, just goes.
I give my ticket directly.
yeah.
Yes.
At he sort of nods, punches, and then with a sort of a sad little sort of
You
moves
watch
you to the
upon
inside.
her. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But I will.
And he sort of turns towards the young halfling and basically opens his arms and do you want to hug? But you do not get to see the answer as you move into the ground. And this is where let's go for. Let's see. Let's go for something a bit more. No, again, not. Let's go for this one.
What were the names of the halflings again?
So the woman outside is Ween.
Sorry, there's someone at the door.
Ween. Sundapple. Sundapple. And the person that you are currently looking for is Reuben Sugarwood.
God, I love those names so much. Jesus.
Right.
Who's going to take point, by the way?
Mm-hmm. So
Who is going to take point?
I believe Tavaren had something, so we'll see how to. But let me. We'll just maybe wait just a second for him to come back. Well, I can certainly give a. Let's give this a description, shall we? So as you step in. Immediately, the sounds and ambient music of the festival is left behind. You step into a first corridor. The light of the entrance behind you, closing to the closed off by the tent. Tall mirrors line the interior walls of the tent. They seem to be reflecting each and one of you in your youth, or at least younger versions of yourselves. As you move further down into the first hallway, each mirror seems to age you at a certain point. Maybe sort of every 5-10 years, something along those lines. I would ask you. All three of you will get Tavaren's version in a second. But what would you look like as a child? Let's say human equivalent of 6 or 7 years old. Anna, you want to describe?
Anna, at 6 years old, was still a little bit of a chubby child. Round face, big purpley blue eyes, and her hair was not that long, so probably just reaching the shoulders. Not very tall, but yes, mostly big eyes that look around and take everything in.
Okay. Plum, let's move to you. The one that sort of, well, I would not say, well, I'm not going to have all of you describe every single stage, right? So let's move a bit forward. What would you look? How would you describe Plum looking maybe around, let's say, 10, 12 years old?
Now I'm gonna ask a question above table.
Sure.
Is the things that happened with me, does that still goes with it, or is it with what happened with me? Does it stay, or does it give who I was in the past?
You decide. The mirror is reflecting what you would see or remember in some way.
Okay, Okay, then I think I have something fun. You see Plum look a bit. You see Plum a bit a beginning of a little bit of muscles. You know the little preteen that crawls in trees, but you see him with color in his skin, and what you also see is little hints um, of wings on his back also. Green wings with um, little crackles of gold following the wings at the same time.
Hmm.
And you see life. You see the smile of joy on that mirror. And the only thing you can see is one hand on the mirror, and you just see some tears on Plum with a profound sadness looking at that reflection.
Hmm. I think, yeah, there's a moment where indeed you can see, you can feel the weight. At that point, maybe you can sort of feel the weight of the artificial wings and the harness on your back. Um, Almost, you realize now that maybe that the color that you chose for them was very specific to an old memory of sort.
Exactly.
Ysdred. Now, as you look to the different mirrors, you can see the reflections sort of move in age as your companions sort of move up, sort of look through them. But there's something particular, which is you do not see any difference.
I might have something though.
Okay.
Like she does not see any difference, but the face in the mirror isn't hers. It is of.
Well, as I said, the mirrors reflect what you know
Oh,
and what you expect to see, in a sense. So in this particular instance,
yeah.
I will unfortunately veto. I like where you were going with this. I like it. I truly do. But I don't think it's that time for that reveal just yet. But the fact we had with the question where Ysdred didn't really have a childhood. Here, as an audience, we sort of realize that that might be a very, very real case where you do not see yourself young. But further down, you do not see yourself age either. I think we'll get Tavaren's answer in a moment. I might actually have him. Maybe, let's just say you just see Tavaren sort of facing the mirror in front of him, sort of maybe caught by his reflection. But Ysdred, as you moving around, you can see just beyond you, maybe a couple of mirrors down, the youngish young man, halfling. You see Reuben, and he's sort of looking intensely at the mirror in front of him. There is something along the lines of he seems to be sort of nodding. He's wiping a tear away from his face. You can see that his hand is sort of covered in smeared makeup as he's sort of wiping away the tears, and the butterfly has now become this sort of jumbled mess of colors around his face, almost reflecting what you had seen on the big top, right? The swirls of colors that make no sense. But as you go up to him, I mean, how would you approach him?
Who would go?
She would come like slowly and just say, "Your future isn't here. She's waiting for you outside."
As you move in, as you start whispering those words in this sort of silent space, you notice that his reflection is strange in a way that you can see him as a young halfling, maybe early teenager, right? That sort of awkward phase where there's well, we've all been teenagers here at this table. I don't need to go into it. But yeah, that sort of awkward phase where you can maybe see. But he's not alone. There is a small girl, standing next to the reflection, non-existent on your side of the mirror, sort of whispering to the reflection. She would look about, well, it's difficult to tell her age, but by her build and maybe she might be something along the lines of, yeah, maybe 10, 11, 12 years old, that preteen kind of thing. She's wearing a pig's mask, sort of pig half mask over her face. And definitely has a weird countenance to her, as in she's not standing straight. Her legs are a bit askewed, as if it's not really holding up fully on her feet. Let's see if I can find you an image for her. Unfortunately, I would only... Yeah, whatever. What I'm going to do is, for those watching at home, it is the person right there at the center. For my players, I will actually, because there's images, there's spoilers on the other end, so I will snip that and I'll put that into the Discord. But basically, yes, a young girl, bluish skin, tight around the hands and the feet. She's just wearing looks like peasant clothes, clean, but they look to be old, faded. And she's wearing that pig mask, and in her right hand a bright circular yellow and blue lollipop, about this big. You know, those ones.
Does he react to my saying or not?
He doesn't seem to. Actually, I can do this. There we go.
Oh God.
What? Oh, okay, yeah.
Here's the thing. All of your reflections have... Every person you've seen in the carnival has these fairy wings. She doesn't.
And who might you be?
Let's see. Yeah, make me a... As it Ruben's attention is fully focused on her. How would you try and bring their attention back to you?
Sorry.
She's
no worries.
putting her hand on his shoulder and gently moves him away from us.
There's okay. As you place your hand, make me a charisma saving throw. Just make me a charisma check rather. Knowing, well, because this is more about first
21.
impressions. 21. Very nice. As you sort of softly take his shoulder, moving about, you can see that the girl in the reflection sort of looks straight at you, as if seeing you through the glass. And the Reuben sort of turns to you. And says, what? Turn and sort of matches, your eyes meet as you're trying to sort of, and as you turn back to the mirror, the girl is gone.
What did she say to you?
She asked if I had any regrets. Yes, she asked me if I had regrets.
What did you say?
I think I said yes. And she told me that she knew somebody who could help. Make them go away. Oh. And he starts... Again, you see the premise of the sobs sort of come up from onto the chest. You can see the corner of his eyes start to water.
She's gonna put her hand on his chest. Just wait. The past words the past is ahead. Regrets are not forgotten in the past, but in the future. Follow me. No, she's waiting for you outside. She's waiting. She's expecting.
Make me a persuasion roll.
I'll come in and just while he's list in the few seconds, just to help Ysdred, I'll just kneel in front of him, look at him and tell him there are spells that do those kinds of effects. She was under a spell. Now you get a chance to do it all over again, and with prestidigitation fix his makeup.
Okay. I will give on that. I will consider that being the help action, and give advantage to that persuasion roll.
Thanks.
I am generous. As you fix the makeup, actually, you know what, Anna, make me a dexterity. Make a dexterity check.
Come on. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
She can use a crayon.
It's a Thunderstaff. It's normal.
Look, the foundation's solid. You know your way around a mascara.
The foundation is solid indeed. Yes.
I was about to say your skills in mascara are. To actually, while you were gone, Jan, I apologize for not waiting, but
no, it's fine. Don't worry.
But I'd like to turn back a little bit of time back to you as you enter into these Hall of Mirrors. As I described earlier, the mirrors seem to not necessarily distort the body or like we would have in a fun house, but seems to show you at different ages, going from young to old. And I would actually ask you, as you're walking by, sort of fixated on these mirrors, you stopped in front of one in particular, sort of looking through. What catches your eye? In what age would your reflection be?
What catches my eye is a mirror where I am an old, wrinkly man with Anna on my arm.
Now, that's interesting, because previously I had mentioned that what the mirrors reflect are, at least for the past, what your characters know and would expect, right? So we've had Anna seeing herself as a young, wide-eyed child, Plum as a young man but full of color and a pair of speckled wings on his back. Ysdred seeing nothing else but her own reflection. Something must be broken. But you see yourself accompanied, which is, maybe that's part of the imagination, maybe a promise, but this is a hall of illusions, so who knows? Or maybe it's just because that Anna is actually standing next to you, sort of shaking you away from the glare, saying, come on, let's get out of here.
Probably the last one.
Probably the last one. As you step out back into the into the festival, once again the senses and the music come out, and you are as you, I think Ysdred, you're coming out with Ruben, right? Sort of pushing him forward, or
no, she asks him to close his eyes and follow her, and she drags him gently outside. She comes out first and has a finger above, like, towards his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she drags them closer together, grabs the dandelion, and
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. I like it. You know what to do. Write down that wish, and we'll see to it maybe someday. As you blow onto the dandelion, do you blow it above them, in one of their faces? How to, paint me the picture here.
on them.
Okay. Yeah. I think that there's a. I think Ruben sort of has one maybe sort of tickle his nose. He sort of slowly opens his eyes to find Ween sort of open-eyed grin, and she just tackles him. As he falls backwards, you can see Candlefoot sort of moving, sort of a jaunty step to the side, as they roll around into the grass. They separate just for a moment, and you can see that Ruben sort of stands up, but Ween stays on the ground, raising only one knee, and then presents the box, opening it quickly.
As the box opens, Anna is just gonna add a little faint notes, just sparkling around, just for the effect, because she can.
Okay.
You know what? I will join you on that. I will use Druidcraft to have little flower petals fall down at the same time.
There is a sort of gentle clap coming from Candlefoot behind you. Actually, I was not supposed to bring the mood down just yet, which technically means that while it's supposed to go up 1, it goes up 2.
Ooh.
As the music around the Calliope sort of raises the spirits even more, you can Tavaren, you feel that bump in your heart the mood is definitely smiling now.
Yep. I was muted. I just saw a proposal happening, so like Tavaren's mood is like.
Okay. Yeah. The two are sort of we sort of move away as they hand in hand sort of run and lose themselves into the crowd. You didn't really get a good look at what was inside the box, but we can always speculate. You now find yourselves just sort
Knowing
of
halflings,
Mm-hmm.
it could be a love spoon, or food, or it could be grandma's inherited rolling pin.
That big?
Hey,
It's
you
halflings.
never know.
Yeah, but halflings, not pixies. I like the idea of the spoon. I really like the idea of the spoon.
I like that also a lot.
I shall join my cutlery to yours.
It's a
I'm getting heavy
I'm actually
Routje label vibes.
I'm actually inspired by the. I don't want to offend anyone, but I think it's a Welsh tradition where they carve spoons when they want to ask someone in marriage.
Yes.
Okay.
It's true.
Sorry, Mrs. Mrs. Pepperpot apparently for.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, let's. You know what? Canon. It was a spoon. Either that or a spoon and a whittling knife next to it. But that we're starting to get. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yes. You find yourselves now as the two sort of happy, the happy couple has sort of moved into the crowd. Candlefoot is definitely sort of smiling, sort of. You can see that almost his clapping is soundless.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have a little bow towards
He sort
him.
of, again, sort of bows, and but very much he said, sort of, if there's nothing more, then I'll just go. I'll go. He goes back to punching tickets as people come in.
Yeah.
And sort of inviting you with a great
well.
and sort of takes a bow and sort of does a sort of a gesture to go to enjoy the crowd.
Did we punch our ticket, by the way, for
Yeah,
entering
we
the...
punched our tickets.
Yes, you did.
I did.
So I'm gonna...
And we didn't actually stay to enjoy the Hall of Illusions.
No.
We did a good
Okay.
deed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think do you say that out loud, Anna?
Probably a bit farther on the way, so we're actually already a bit gone, and then
And then it's like,
look around.
oh, we
and
should
say-
have actually gone through the actual. Yeah.
We could have enjoyed it, but then again, I'm not sure that was for me.
Well, I saw nothing interesting in there, but I
did.
was maybe a bit concentrated.
I saw
Plum
something.
completely silent. What did you see, Ysdred?
Mirrors?
And the halfling was talking about someone Did I see also
Oh.
what was in the mirror at the same time also?
That
Or
is
was only
not
Ysdred?
really true. There was a strange girl talking to Ruben, and I think she was an intruder, a trespasser. She fled.
Was she wearing wings or was she not
No.
wearing wings?
That's why I'm saying she was a trespasser.
If I remember well, Burley said that
The squirrel was also not wearing wings, and he also works here.
yeah,
Oops.
but
The squirrel.
The squirrel. Well, he's a
We've seen the
contractor.
picture.
No, I agree. I agree. Of everybody's wearing wings, but that bloody squirrel does not. So, you know.
This was different. She was in the mirror, and he was like hypnotized by her and asking him questions about regrets, and it was kind of a fey pact, a fey in a way of naughtiness.
regrets. Does it ring a bell for me? In the way that things are explained.
Let me have a look.
I'm also going like, is there something about Fae and mirrors that...
I mean, Fae and mirrors.
I mean, yes, exactly.
You've got a whole list.
Like, it also overlaps with my Pathfinder game, so it's like, ah!
Let's see. I need to have a look. Make me a history check.
Plus 0.
Anyone that wants?
At 13.
13. No, that I mean, there are Fae that feed off emotions, right? So maybe it was. There are also Fae that are truly benevolent and wish to alleviate regret or sadness. So, but
Weirdly,
but
I've got
in
my
this
doubts
case-
on this one.
It worked very well for me. Huh.
But on this case, no, it doesn't. Well, I think the method would have been the same in some sorts of. Yeah, this looked like somebody. I would think you would guess, especially with Ysdred among you, and talking. This definitely looked like a Fey pact or Fey trap or some kinds of the makings of a deal, right?
Yeah. Fey shenanigans.
Yeah, Fey shenanigans. But there was definitely Ysdred. There was definitely something about the creature that was. Well, first of all, I use the word creature, so that should say already a lot. As in, you did not see that young girl as human, or it was something else, definitely. But the glass preventing you from any of your particular senses to detect anything. So, my players, you still have much to explore. Where would you go next?
You see,
Are
Plum,
we not on the big top extravaganza time slot yet?
You're getting close. You're definitely getting close to it.
Then I think Pixie Kingdom makes sense because that's very close.
Okay.
I think Plum is gonna slap his head a bit. Is like, wait, didn't Burley tell about Candlefoot's also
Wait,
about his voice?
and we're also still looking for that girl
Troublemaker.
person with the thing
Key
on
on
the
the
back.
How long did he stay on the back, Anna?
Say that again.
1 hour. The tea on the back of the tree
Oh,
of the trouble.
That's probably already fucked, isn't it?
So, wait, say that again.
The thing on the back stayed for an hour.
Oh, I think that. Oh, you mean the yes.
The tea of.
Yeah, well, I think was it a hunter's mark or a
No. It was what did you do again?
Oh, president. Yes, you
Prestidigitation. I marked the back of
Yes.
the cloak, and there's a glowing tea on there. But yeah.
Okay. And it lasts for an hour. That you mentioned.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I would think you're coming. Yes, you would be coming up on the end of that. Yeah. Very much the very end.
Okay, I know what I want to do then.
Okay.
I would like to use one of my wild shapes to summon my companion,
Okay.
and I will like do a little bit of magic and summon my little hawk,
Okay.
and I'll go like, Herix, go up and find us the shiny tea.
There's a moment where you see the your hawk sort of turns and onto you can see where they're looking and you see this huge bubble pop teapot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Wait.
one.
Wait, it's like, wait, you already found it? You didn't even have to fly up?
I mean, it is literally above. You can maybe sort of see through the area right here, right? But if you're looking for the tea, he understands that this is a teapot. So
No, shiny tea. Like a...
okay.
I'll make the same little mark as I marked on the cloak, and appear above my hand,
Okay.
like this.
That, yes. Thank you, Anna. God, the hawk is an idiot sometimes. Hyrix, I will dismiss you.
I think there's your hawk on your arm sort of does a sort of
Takes offense.
takes sort of
Yeah.
offense. The claw sort of slightly grip into your arm and and sort of.
That was not very nice.
Actually, Aki, would you mind helping on that? Aki being my familiar.
Oh,
We both have familiars.
Aki, I have glint.
Oh yeah, right. I said glint, but I hadn't written it down on my
Okay.
on my. So now it's.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very you'll see why I insist for that familiar to be named Glint. You'll see it later. I have a whole thing. So yes, definitely Glint. Okay, right. So we have you're
multiple-
throwing the familiars.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else want to try?
Glint. Let's go.
Right. Remind me, Anna. The glint we're using. What's that block currently? I think it's the bat.
I think we said the
Okay.
bat.
Right. So on one hand, the hawk sort of flies up. In the other, you have the butterfly sort of moves at a surprising rate, but sort of leaving that sort of shimmer behind it, sort of close behind it. And you can see as it moves towards the crowd, people, kids sort of point at it. It's being fairly visible. Maybe even a bit of a prima donna as it circles around the kids and keeps moving forward.
I mean, it's probably still emitting a little bit of sparkles.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask you all to do is, let's see, where do I? There we go. Could you please roll me investigation checks?
Okay.
I will give you advantage considering that there is a. Well, no. Normally it should be investigation check, but because you've actually marked the disguise, I will allow. I will allow perception checks as well.
I will do perception.
Can I do a perception or investigation check with my familiar as well, or is it just one for both?
Normally it's just one, basically, as
Okay.
the familiar is looking through.
Can I, with heroic inspiration, can I give someone advantage still?
You may.
Instead of rolling, can I be helping, giving my heroic inspiration to Tavaren?
Okay.
Because I know how the circus is. I'm like, good location is over there. Maybe look over there. Yes, good point. And then I'm like, wait, give me a second. I'm gonna crawl on the back of Tavaren, and I'm gonna be like, onwards, and I'm gonna try to help him, like take his face and try to turn his face left to right.
Especially if Tavaren like looks through the eyes of his familiar, then you have to be like you kind of have to steer him and.
So yeah, I'm on the back. I'm on the back of Tavaren.
So basically, Tavaren is probably like his eyes gone white, and he's turned his eyes into his hawk, and Hyrex is looking around, but then like you're going like no forwards, and you're driving Tavaren like a fucking Vespa.
And that's why I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration to give you a critical success for that.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I will say that not only does your hawk sort of see, sort of find the person you're looking for, but also you find them sort of slinking between a couple of the tents, not too far away from the big top, actually. Just I would say somewhere around here, and you can see that you can see the cloak. The cloaks have been put over the back of the head. The bright T sort of illuminated between the shoulder blades. But what you can see is not a beard, or but you see a dark, well, actually it would be black, long beak coming out from it.
Okay, cool.
And with the clawed horn, and you can see that they're holding themselves behind and sort of looking towards the hedge of the staff area. People seem to be sort of ignoring passing by the creature, the person. But you know where they are currently, so.
How far are we?
You're just on the other side of the big top. So if I want to, let's see, I will get you.
Yeah, but I need precise measurement. Please.
Are we, Tavaren, first and foremost, are you giving us that information?
Oh yes, I mean I think he can still talk while doing
Yes,
that.
you can talk.
So, he can't see anymore, but.
That seems a bit short. That's not 10 meters. But yeah, you're not too far away. You're literally just on the other side.
You need to change the measurements on your.
Yeah, but I don't have the scale, I think.
Do we say we're 15 feet away?
No.
Oh no,
15
more.
15 feet is 5 meters.
Yeah.
I would say 50 feet, 50, 60 feet.
No, like the big top is a big tent. I think.
It's a big tent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say you're about maybe 50, if you would run now, maybe, you'd be sort of 50, 70 meters away.
yeah.
Like a yard.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you give us indications so we can give chase?
Yeah, Tavern is basically going like, his eyes turn inward and Plum is sitting on top of his back, and he goes like, "They're that way," and which makes Plum rides Tavaren like a Segway, and
You ratatouille Tavaren to the.
yeah.
Yeah.
At some point, I think that you would know that.
There might be some collisions with other fairgoers, and I'm like, oh, look.
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
no,
at
the
the point-
moment-
Anna takes the front and just not slowly, but gently is gonna push people away so that we can go through.
Okay, I am going to ask you all four to make me a stealth group check, knowing that Tavaren, you are at disadvantage because you are blind.
Alright,
Oh,
so that's
Nice!
12.
Yeah, I think Ysdred is not subtle.
oh
Just-
wow, Anna.
Anna just slinks into the crowd.
Hey, and again, Thunderstaff, baby. That's normal.
Okay,
And-
let me
Don't look at
Kind of
my
not bad.
investigation.
Yeah, Ysdred just like pulled up the insignia police and the siren like do do do.
Okay, so we have Tavaren.
Wait,
10 for-
can I give my heroic inspiration to Ysdred
Sure.
by going like, wait, no, we're
Yeah,
getting close, quiet.
Okay,
Put
I
the
will
sirens
allow it.
out. Put the sirens out.
Yes,
Okay.
Go
exactly.
silent. Code 3 silent.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it would be nice if then our lowest roll is still a 10, because I rolled the lowest.
Yeah. Well, that would be what, 10, 14, 13, and a 23. So
It's
Yeah,
kind of
exactly,
normal.
like-
I'm literally on your back.
Yeah, it's better than having a 3 as the lowest. So
but I would say,
so
go ahead. That's right.
do
Go
we
ahead.
end up 15 feet away?
I would say so. Yes.
Can I use something?
Sure.
I would like to use lightning lure.
Ooh, directly. Oh, that's
Yes.
harsh.
Okay. Remember that is technically an attack. This
that's
is
a combat roll, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a combat
no.
roll. So
It is it only takes damage if it's like it's a 15
no.
reach, but it takes back 10 feet away, and it takes damage only if it lands 5 feet away. So technically, there's
No.
no damage involved.
Can you post it?
Sure, that's the way I've understood it. So
Yeah, that's
Tell
why
me
I
if I'm
asked,
wrong.
because I was pretty sure that if you touch,
Yeah.
you do damage and you pull it back, and you
Yeah,
pull
no.
the creature
it's,
back.
it's if you hit it, it's
Post in VTT. Yeah.
I'm trying
if
to do
it's
that.
if it's 15 feet away from you, it must succeed a strength saving throw
Exactly.
or be pulled 10 feet towards you.
Yes.
So that would mean that it is within 5 feet of you.
No, within 15. So
No,
10
no, 15 is the range.
Yes.
If you hit it at 15 feet, it gets pulled 10 feet towards you,
Yes.
which means
And
that
then
it
it
is
takes-
within the
then-
5 feet away from you that you just said.
It's badly worded, but basically you pull it. Your range is 15 feet. You pull it 10 feet towards you, and then you do the damage. And you
When it
you do the damage. So the idea is, if it moves towards you, it will take the damage because
Okay, I did not understand it that way. Okay.
When you have a 15 feet range and you subtract 10 feet from that,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
but-
land in that 5 feet area anyways. So
Yeah.
it's gonna take damage anyways. That's
I
think-
didn't
the spell is
picture
It's
badly
a
worded.
very strangely worded spell.
Yeah.
well, I can understand the meaning what they were trying to do, which is if the creature is unmovable, it will not take damage.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
that's basically it. Yeah, it's. Oh, I guess you could have something that slows the movement down or whatnot. But yeah, this is not the best. Basically, you latch on, pull 15 feet, and it will pull
Let's see
10
if
feet
it's
in the-
better in the 2024 rules.
Oh, and here we start. But no. So if you want to, so this is basically. Please remember, that is an attack cantrip. I am not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying that if it's like, pull a gun at a Renaissance fair and see what happens.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like in my what I wanted to do was not to make damage, so
Yeah. Okay.
I will not do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you're catching the Kenku doesn't seem to be hasn't seen you coming, right? Most likely because of the crowd or whatever. And focused on something different. I would say that it's enough for you, especially with that with those scores, that as you step forward, maybe sort of fanning out just a little bit, the Kenku sort of peering at the bush, sort of at some point decides, I need to be somewhere else or something along those lines, turns and finds the four of you basically just standing there in front. So there's a moment where all five of you are frozen. What do you do? Actually, you know what? Let's roll for initiative.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to.
I don't have a token to click.
I will.
Yeah, no
I will
one's
give you
right.
the tokens.
We can also just roll the initiative and just look at what it says on
Yeah.
the.
There you go. You have your tokens.
Aha.
And let's go for.
Oh fucking hell! We have a couple of 20s.
That is impressive.
Yes.
That is impressive.
Especially considering that my dexterity is only a +1.
Right. Something happened. Sorry. I hit the wrong button and I got disconnected. I'll be back in a moment. But
it was the X.
Happens to the best of us.
so, well, let's just go. Anna, Tavaren. Who's got the highest? I think Anna has probably the highest.
Yeah, Anna has +4. I have +1. So yeah.
So basically, yes. Anna, Tavaren, you get to act first.
Yep. Which means that yeah, Anna is simply going to try and trip the Kenku.
So the Kenku hasn't left yet, right? The
Oh,
still
okay.
sort of. Oh, by the way, I am going to give you the handout for the.
Oh, the Kenku has a handout?
The Kenku has a handout. Please remember, you do not know the name of the Kenku just yet. That
Yes.
is the one thing that I don't like about these handouts is that it immediately
Yeah,
reveals to the players what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because you kind of want to show people what it looks like before they can
Yeah.
talk to it and
Yeah.
go like, hey, what's your name?
By the way, Plum, the wings on the back of the Kenku are clearly counterfeit.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're not from the fair?
No, they're pieces of cardboard paint or cloth sort of painted amateurishly.
How crowded is it around?
Not that crowded.
Okay, not a lot of people.
I'll roll 2 d20s and see how many people you have around. I mean, it depends on what you mean by around, right?
In the 20-foot cube around us.
Oh, well, apparently quite crowded.
Okay.
I think that maybe there's a group that is sort of just passing by.
Passing by. Yeah,
But there's
okay.
nobody between you. And you can see that the Kenku is sort of eyeing that particular troop, as in the idea is to jump into it, shapeshift or transform or whatever, and sort of lose himself in the crowd. So it's going to be a chase if you miss them now.
Okay. I'm going to make him shiny for the next minute as I cast Fairy Fire.
I mean, okay. I will have them make a dexterity saving throw. Let's see. Dexterity. Oh, you're in luck. That's not one of their saving throws. So that's a 21.
Well, yeah.
As you sort of send the sparkles, the Kenku sort of shakes, and there is something you can see that the sort of the fey glitter sort of almost moves around as there's sort of like an air current around, and sort of illuminates. There's a big splash of because all the objects in the area are taken in, but the Kenku sort of is misses.
Yeah. Okay.
Tavaren? Unless Anna, do you have a
bonus action is nothing.
Okay, Tavaren. Action.
Yes. So he's surrounded by some people.
No, you are surrounding them, and you have a crowd behind you that looks like a convenient escape for the Kenku.
But I thought that he was in a closer crowd of people.
No.
Okay, well in that case, I would like to cast Entangle.
Okay. Strength might actually be strength is a much better. And that is a 13.
I think I need to reload my roll 20 because I don't see anything anymore.
What do you mean you don't see anything anymore?
The rolls were not showing up anymore.
Oh, well, I can see them here.
Yeah, no, I mean that's of course more important. But
Okay,
my
no,
last
fair
roll, my last roll that I saw was Anna's roll, and I couldn't see anything after that. Couldn't see my own roll.
Okay.
I've rerolled it. It's fine. I don't
okay.
hear the music anymore, but.
The entangle as you throw the spell. Do you want to tell us how? Because this is the first time you cast a spell, and whenever you cast it for the time, tell us. How does it manifest?
So, he sort of throws out his hand like this, and then he goes like, no, stay with us for a while, won't you? and then like little it's very small roots, like very small tendrils that shoot out of the ground and go like. It's not like big things. It's just like small little.
Actually, isn't it just from the bushes that surround the staff area that the roots are creeping in?
No, because you're far away from it. You're about to.
Oh, I thought he was looking over the bushes and that.
No. Anyways,
okay.
It doesn't really matter. But
I misunderstood.
And they're coming out from the mouth of the Kenku. I mean, considering after that Plum and Ysdred, what do you want to do? I mean, I'm gonna try and see if they're. Entangle, it's one check on, and then at the end of their turn, they can try it again. Is that it?
I'll link it again.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, whatever happens, doesn't matter. The second, as they try to struggle, you can see that the vines get a better grip, and it's just completely entangled. And the yeah, so a creature in area casts yeah. The action on their turn is the strength check is a 3, so that doesn't work.
Okay.
Plum, Ysdred, is there anything that you want to do? Your quarry has been caught, technically.
Ysdred, just in case, is gonna go on his back and just. Well, now! And grabs. So he's grappled, and let's have a chat about making mermaids cry and doing shenanigans.
Do I actually have?
Anna is just gonna look at Ysdred and say, there is a higher power here, and I think they might be interested in being included in that chat.
There's a strange noise comes out as a. It sounds like a kettle, a kettle whistling, that comes out, and a very soft voice coming from almost, not from nowhere, but not at all resembling. It doesn't belong to the Kenku, clearly. So, no, please. Please, spare me. You don't understand. Please, you must let me go.
Am I understanding correctly that this is a Kenku that's speaking very coherently in like full sentences and not like borrowed words from?
Well, the voice doesn't correspond to the creature as such, but yes.
No,
indeed.
but like a Kenku
Yeah.
would normally go like unless he had heard this sentence as he just said it.
Exactly. This is a very, if you're playing with those rules, this is
Yeah.
a very. No, this is definitely a Kenku that is speaking above their pay grade, if that makes
It's
sense.
so coherent
It
that
is
it's
not
weird for a Kenku.
Yeah.
Like it should be.
Oh,
He could have learned all those words, but it would be different in
Five different
every
voices.
word would be
Yeah.
in a different
Yes.
voice, different tone, different, and it's not.
this is indeed one voice for the all speaking word.
Yeah.
For sort of a. Indeed, yes. I will say.
No,
You
no,
good?
take your time. Take your
Yeah.
time.
I will say. Please.
Breed.
Yeah.
Take your time. Really, like you don't like we don't need to hurry this. You are gasping for breath.
No. I'm just I got something in my throat.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well,
pass.
drink something.
That sounds better.
I will say to Ysdred, as you're holding the Kenku down, there is no illusion around the feathers. As in, you can hold the clothing, you can feel the actual Kenku underneath your weight.
Yeah, it's some kind of metamorphosis. Or spell or something.
Or a weird Kenku.
Mind control, or there's so many spells.
Yeah. Well, you might want to explain.
Please, not here. Let's out of sight would be better. More private. I won't run. I promise.
Who won't run?
Can we bring him back in the meadow behind the stalls where we are?
Sure.
Yeah, we can like there's this open space between the staff area and the
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you just sort of park behind. There's maybe a witch hand or two that are manning the. You slip behind the stalls to find very much that sort of. All the exterior was very colorful and painted, and the back is just plain wood.
Yep, classic.
But yeah, she, I believe, yes, that's a she. The Kenku, thank you. But again, it's a she, but she's talking with a masculine voice, though very smooth, very sort of silky kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I know the difference between a male or a female Kenku.
Well, I don't think so either, but she's a she, I'll address her as a she.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Your hawk familiar probably has more chances of identifying
Yeah.
her as a female than you.
Yeah, maybe. Let's say that, yeah.
Yeah, my hawk familiar, like I've returned my eyes to my own, and my hawk is just sitting on my shoulder for now.
And he slaps your head with his wing, like, who's the dumbass now? That's a she.
As please let me go. They won't answer me. So but maybe you would help. Yes, if I tell you everything, would you help?
Ooh, well done, see you.
My name is, and she produces that kettle whistle.
Sound. Yeah, okay.
Kettle stream.
Or kettle steam. Yes. I'm.
Oh, okay.
Burley talked about you.
Who?
Burley.
Burley talked about you.
Oh. Well, of course. I've been trying to get their attention. You see, many years ago, I made a pact with an Archfey, Zybilna. But the way that she pronounces Zybilna is definitely in another voice.
Oh, it's Kenku speak.
Yes, this would be Kenku speak, yeah. It sounds more Zybilna rather than more of a sort of. If I could do a Russian accent, I would.
Sibylla is frozen in her palace by the will of the three. That one.
Say that again.
Sibylla is frozen in her palace by the will of the three.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
That one.
Yeah.
As but something, continuing that silky voice, but something is wrong. I've not heard her in a while. I know that this carnival has a way to her domain, but I cannot access it.
That's probably because she doesn't have a single domain anymore.
Well, I wanted to ask Mr. Witch. No, it would be Mr. Light and Mr. Witch. As in, you can hear Plum, you would notice, as in, they're each told in the different... you hear the two voices of the owners, basically. But sort of Mr. Witch in the voice of Mr. Light and vice versa. When last I visited this carnival, I heard them speaking. And so you hear in Mr. Light's voice, someone is going to find out about this. They'll shut us down. We agreed to the pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return, we stay in business. That is what you want, right? So I've been trying to get a hold of them to talk, to ask what's going on, but they keep shrugging me off. So I tried to put in trouble so that I'm caught and go to talk to them. Force them to talk. You see, it's... I need help because I can't go myself. My pact says I can't go in Prismeer. So I wanted to know more from those who know, but they won't say.
We don't. But what we do know is that Sibylna's place is not one place anymore.
Wait a minute. What did you say? The owners of the carnival have a pact or have an agreement with the Hourglass Coven? Was
yeah,
that
it was Hourglass Coven. That was what I understood.
There's a chill that goes through the four of you as you speak those words, Hourglass Coven, where just for a fraction of a second, just for a moment, but then again, moments in Fae, where the colors sort of dim, something stirs in, actually I would say in three of you, Anna, Plum, and Ysdred. You feel that sort of tug, that absence, finding sort of a resonance in those words. Tavaren, there's something strange going about, but you can't sort of tug at.
Anna has a reflexive squeeze in her neck. She grabs her neck and has a squeeze at that point, and then looks around, breathes out, and goes, Tavaren, yes, we know that Sibylna doesn't have power over her domain anymore, but that was because... What was your piece of information from the unicorns again?
She's frozen in her palace
By the will of
the
three.
three, which the three
coven.
would be Skabatha, Endelin, and Bavlorna. So yes, a coven.
Hitter, and Jan.
And that's Hither, Dither, and Yon, which is why I'm saying, like, it's not one place anymore.
Yes, so... How much of an arcana or history check do I need to do to say, okay, so hags have taken over that domain?
Well, I mean, it's like one hag might have turned into three. It's not a...
By the will of three. There's no splitting into three.
No, but it's just, I'm just saying that
the domain was one and is now probably divided into three. Because...
Yeah, but that's not to say that's... Fae things are weird.
You see, you chuckle. Yeah, it's true. Fae things are weird. Yes.
Just like Sibylna was the ruler, but it's not to say that she might not have turned into three different people, or three. I mean, it could be that three different Fae took over, but like I'm just saying, it's not just a certainty that happened, because Feywilds.
Yes, but if the carnival was originally Sibylna's doing and Sibylna's domain, or at least that's where her influence was felt, and now they answer, the owners answer to someone else, I'm gonna take my bet that a coven of hags have taken over the domain, split it into the three parts for the three leaders, and have taken over the directions of this carnival, let's say,
You're
or
probably
at
right.
least influence the carnival a little bit.
You're probably right.
That
But-
could confirm that could confirm what Burley said about things that are not wearing wings
Yes.
that would need to be ignored. And there was
Yes.
one thing that Ysdred said, that was that thing in the mirror was not wearing wings.
No, and it was making pacts. And
It's-
naughty one.
Yeah, it's opened the carnival to outside influences. Bad
Plus-
outside influences.
Plus, like, lips are sealed around the staff. So, They
so,
know.
Kettle Stream. I do have good news for you. What you wanted to do? Go into what was the name of the domain again?
Prismeer.
Prismeer. We need to go there.
That probably doesn't exist anymore.
I think it's called Hither and Yon.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
Tavaren, make me a either religion. Well, make me a knowledge roll. You could go for history, arcana, your choice.
History.
I mean, you could even go for nature, technically, considering your background.
Yeah. History. Nature. It's all the same anyway. It's all fucking intelligence rolls. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Fuck, it's history.
But yeah, but considering your background, I'm gonna give you that advantage.
Thank you.
I would tell you would know that while names have their importance, some things just don't change. So despite the fact that maybe if a domain had been split
Even
into
if a
three,
domain is split into three, you
it
could
still
still
would
get
be
there
Prismeer.
by the name of Prismeer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So besides, it's the. I think that you would be able to teleport. For example, if you were to sort of divine or you would go to. You would have the three domains hither, thither, and yon occupy the same space as Prismeer. It kind of, it's the Fae are wibbly wobbly with regards to time and space. So it'd be
That
three
makes-
domains that occupy the same space as another one. You would be able to move to yon, for example. But Prismeer, there would still be some sort of way to get in. Especially if you have, you would think that you'd still be able to get in. Anyways, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light might. You are told that there's. You were told that there is a way into Prismeer here. That would still work. So, as the kettle steam says, to you, Anna, replies, "Oh, well, yes, good. So you will help Zybilna?"
It aligns with what we have to do there, yes.
Good.
if
Right,
that
so
is
you
the
will help me
truth-
now.
No, you are going to help us.
Yes.
By stopping making trouble for this carnival?
But how?
Because that is, you've tried that way and it's not gonna help. It's not gonna attract the right attention, and not going to attract goodwill. We already have discussed with Burley, and I think we can get goodwill out of him. And thanks to Plum, we have people in the carnival on our side.
I think during this very intense speech by Anna, Tavaren is going in the background like, "Oh, we're going to be crowned the Witchlight monarch."
You see the biggest face. I slap my face like, ugh.
And I think that's it on that explosion of mirth coming from Tavaren that we're gonna end the session for tonight. So, congratulations, you've caught the Troublemaker. I will. Well, you have until next session to sort of come up with a plan or whatnot. Just remember, Kettle Steam only understands one way of doing things, and so you're going to have to convince them somehow to align to your plan and to go back to good, or actually less chaotic and more at least neutral. But that's for next time.
Is there a little chicken leg on the eye somewhere of Kettle?
Difficult to see, not under the eye because, feathers. But there is, let's see, is there one? Maybe most likely on the sort of little black chicken mark right on the tip of the base of the beak. Yes.
Just to be sure that we're not doing a full speech against someone. It's like, haha, someone else.
No. That would be, yes. I will give you that. Yeah. Whew. Right. So, let's get to other music here.
Wait, we had music?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, so thank you, my players, for tonight. You've moved the story quite a bit just by with Kettle's team here, and I think there's a couple of realizations that you made that we're starting to get the story together. It's not just a trip to the county fair. We are. Dear watchers, if you are with us tonight, thank you again for watching. I would actually want to shout out one of our more regular watchers, Verena.
Our only regular watcher.
That is not true, hopefully. But it's the only one that we are sure of. That is definitely for sure. Actually, and I will say this. We're gonna talk a bit more in the sort of after show, but Verena made a correct guess, which 3 of you are still looking forward. If you want to know about more, see you on the other side. So thank you. You know what to do. The like, the subscribe. Have people watch this if you find it fun. If you don't, there's other things on the channel. And if nothing here pleases you, the rest of the internet awaits. Right. On that note, thank you again. We will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. So all of you, before we get into discussing whatever happened here in this particular episode, question: who is Tavaren based on among the Disney princesses? You get one pick for this session. So
One big each, though.
Can we repeat the guesses
No.
that
Yeah.
have already
No,
been
no,
made?
no,
No,
I-
no, no,
What
no,
I
no,
will
no.
say, Snow White has been said twice already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, eliminate Snow White. So Emmy, you have an idea?
I should look up a Disney princesses lineup to be fair, but am I wrong in getting a Rapunzel vibe?
You are wrong.
Actually, you know what? What we're gonna do, Jan, is we're gonna get all three. We're gonna go with battleship rules. All three, and so that they don't know if one of them got right. Well, we don't want to. Anyways, Plum,
I think Meridia from Brave.
Merida.
Merida.
No.
Merida.
No, yeah, no, that.
Yeah, I had a theory, but no. Damn it.
Okay.
Is that a Disney?
Yes, it's Disney.
It is
No,
very
I'm-
Disney.
It's very much
But no,
Disney
but yeah.
princess.
Give
I'm
it. Give us.
thinking about one character, but I don't know if it's Disney.
Okay.
Well, tell maybe we can
It's-
help a bit.
Apparently, it's really a Disney princess. It's not even a side
Yes,
character or whatever.
I'm
It's
not-
a Disney princess.
There are princesses that are side characters.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh.
Anna,
Oh.
but it's not Anna. I'll just give you that for free.
Thank you for your generosity.
Technically, Anna is the protagonist in Frozen.
And yes, and Elsa is a queen and a
Yep.
villain.
Yep.
Just for the fun of it. Though it is not, but it's my favorite Disney, so I will say Jasmine.
Nope.
It's probably not.
I like
No.
that, but no.
Ah, damn it.
If Tavaren had summoned a tiger, I would have
Oh
said.
wait, which I got Jasmine.
So Jasmine, we got Merida
Rapunzel.
and Rapunzel.
Okay, so I have another theory then, but it
that
will be for next time.
So, going back to Verena, congratulations. These guys are still stumped.
I think that there's something where it's not the same when you're listening to it and when you're actively in the
Sure.
story and paying attention to 54
Yeah.
different things at the same time.
100%.
Yeah, probably.
So the question. So, do you have any questions, remarks? How did you like the episode? So we did what the snail racing, and the
I
Hall
like
of
it
Illusions.
okay, but I'm also going a little bit like, when is this fair going to be over? Like it's long.
I will say, we'll come up to remind me next episode. But yes, the big topic extravaganza is about to begin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that we've done like the equivalent of 4 sessions, and it's like, oh, we have not done the big top extravaganza yet. And that's a bit like, oh.
That's interesting because I'm actually very much enjoying this much slower and
I'm
roleplay.
enjoying it, but there's a
vibes.
bit of a. I think it might be because of my class doesn't come online at level 3. Like, so there's a bit of a being stuck at level 2 for 4 sessions is a bit of a.
Interesting.
You're a
Okay.
druid. You're a druid, right? So
Yeah, no, like.
you already
no.
have your subclass.
Yeah, the thing is for the subclass for
Yeah.
this particular druid, there's
need a
no
spell, yeah.
there's no summoning spells until level 3.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where like, okay.
The joy of
It-
spellcasters. Laughs in Heinrich.
Yeah, the thing is, again, the book basically tells you that if you feel that things are going a bit too slow, or your characters a bit, if your players are sort of feeling it down, just accelerate so that you get to the next event.
Yeah, that's I think why it's also like at the snail raising when you were like, oh, we should have done more rolls. And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with having gone through this one a bit faster.
I also like the scene of Ysdred, like bringing back the attention of the halfling. Like, no, you're coming with me. The future is over there. No, come with me. That was very nice also, and of course,
Thank you.
the only person that needs to explain like important stuff comes on Plum. the barbarian, like, what's that? Well, what is a kiss cam? Well,
Well, you seem reliable in Ysdred's mind, so she asked, and you seem to know your way around, so it makes sense to her to ask you.
Yeah, that's a little pleasure of mine of just putting random shit in there. Like, oh, you know
yeah,
what? I'll just do a kiss cam. Had I thought about actually enacting how it would be put up into this medieval fantasy before I mentioned the word kiss cam? No. But that's what I get to do with face shit.
But I also liked a lot the connection that Anna and Tavaren were doing. Like, yeah, this and this and this and this. I saw like a gif of Gronk. Like, yes, it's all coming together. Perfect. So yeah, well, hats off to that. Seriously, that was enjoyable to listen to that. Also.
No, I really enjoyed listening to you guys.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's yeah.
I did enjoy the introduction of Ysdred, like that you did.
It's interesting. It's nice. So I'm curious.
Yeah, I was thinking a sort of Arthurian kind of lore, sort of Green Knight kind of.
I don't know if you caught that. I did not do the same voice in the intro that in the rest of.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
that.
no, that was not the same Ysdred.
Yeah, that was the first thing I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, Fae are more Fae in the Fae, right? So, yeah,
Maybe.
we'll most likely get. Well, we might get that voice back once you enter Prismeer. Who knows? But yeah.
I had a lot of fun, even if I spent a lot of time just sneezing and blowing my nose.
You're
We all
fine.
do. We all do. I was
Hey, I
afraid
understand.
that I was coughing.
So.
Yeah.
I hope you get better soon.
Thanks. No, but honestly, it was a really fun session. I had a lot of fun, and I
Yes.
can't wait. At the same time, I can't wait to get into the Feywilds. But I'm enjoying the carnival so much that I don't want to leave it immediately.
Yeah.
Seeing the eyes of Tavaren winning that race
And on a crit.
on a crit, that was so good. So I am very happy that Plum forced his hand. I was like, no. If you don't go, I'm gonna punch you. No, you go now.
I was not expecting Ysdred to have such a low animal handling.
Yeah, true that.
I mean, low wisdom.
Yeah, I get it, but it's going. Yeah, for
I
somebody.
I
For
think
some-
she has a special connection with her horse, but low wisdom. She has special. She's an autism spectrum lady,
Oh, I
and she
mean-
has special interests. That's all.
When a Fae comes to you and asks, "Can I have your attention, please?" Anyways, anyway, unless anybody has final words, I think we can leave it at that for tonight.
I was happy to. It's been a long time, and
Yep.
I cannot get out of my house, so I
Yeah.
do enjoy a bit of time with you guys.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, we wish you well, Gabby.
And we are also here outside of roleplay sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. On that note, before we start getting personal and dirty, Let's say goodbye to our listeners. Thank you for watching. Let us know if you like these little apartheits. Wait, no, right?
What?
That
No,
sounds like
not those ones.
apartheid.
Oh,
Apartheid.
buddy! Yeah, it's midnight. Yeah,
Yeah.
midnight.
Okay. You know what? Bye.